Hello everyone, and thanks for coming back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at two Emax products. We have the EasyPilot and the Interceptor. And these products are designed to make it easy to enjoy RC in this hobby. So maybe one day you go from the EasyPilot, which you can fly with just one stick, to maybe something slightly more serious, and even more serious yet. And right from the get-go, I have to tell you that for this holiday season, I can't find two better products that would help find a loved one of yours get involved with this great hobby of RC. Let's take a look.
Each kit is sold separately, and if you get the Interceptor, you get a controller like this with the wheel. If you get the EasyPilot, you get a controller like this, a much more traditional sort of game style controller. And both come with a set of goggles like this so you can fly from the camera view, although you'll only get one antenna per goggle. If you get the Interceptor, your camera view will look a little like this. This is one of my kids who's actually driving it around and having a good time. And you'll notice a little bit of a circle kind of shading around that. And I believe that comes from the canopy. But the footage that you're watching actually came from different goggles, because the goggles you get don't give you the ability to record your FPV view of either the Interceptor or the EasyPilot. The EasyPilot camera view looks like this, which is using the same camera as you might expect. The camera view is going to allow you to penetrate some walls, but it's going to depend upon the structure that you're going through in order to get that FPV reception. The goggles come with a battery that's marked 1800 milliamp, and we open it through this little hatch right here. And inside, we find we have an 18650 cell. These can be purchased in many locations local to you. The cable's nice and long, and it's very flexible for easy comfort, and charges via micro USB. This is our view from within the goggles. With the sliders on each side, we can meet it to fit our focal needs. My kids felt that the material on the outside, or the foam edge that rests along your face and cheekbones, was nice and comfortable, and that they didn't have any problems with the nose piece rubbing on their noses. With the battery pack kept at the rear, it helps to balance out the weight of the goggle. We also have adjustments for all three straps. The EasyPilot comes with very modest camera angle to help keep things under control. If you should need to repair the EasyPilot, this canopy does remove by taking the screws out of the bottom. And the button you see right there is how you change your channels and your bands for your video reception. But out of the box, you don't need to. Everything's already set to go. You would only need to change channels and bands if you had more than one going at the same time. The EasyPilot controller has three different modes preset: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. In beginner mode, it does something very interesting. Normally when we fly, we have to control our throttle and our yaw, and we have to coordinate our turns a little bit. But with EasyPilot, you arm with this stick by going up, you bring the throttle up to give ourselves some height, you let it settle in the middle, and then you just drive it around using the right stick. It mixes yaw in there for you to make flying very, very easy. In intermediate mode, now you have yaw control to where you need to learn coordinated turns. And you do also get a little bit more angle available on the EasyPilot quad. In advanced mode, it's very similar to intermediate mode, but you have more angle, so you can fly even faster as you learn to coordinate and go faster and faster. The EasyPilot controller comes with an 18650 cell right in the bottom here, and it is rechargeable via the USB port right there. There is a screw that keeps the battery compartment secure, but not to worry, you get a screwdriver and an extra screw. You also get an extra set of props for the EasyPilot in case one of the blades breaks off, a set of stickers to decorate, and a USB charger for your battery. And of course, one battery that should get you somewhere around 4 minutes of flight time, depending upon how fast the pilot is flying. Being one of my hobbies doing quad reviews on YouTube, I'm always trying to get my children more and more involved. And my 9-year-old at dinner time was trying to talk my 12-year-old into giving it a try. She was a little bit afraid. And the 9-year-old just told her, it's easy. You just move the left dicky-hoo up a little bit, and you move the right one to fly it around. It's so easy. She loved going around and around and around. And of course, because she's an entry-level pilot, she did a lot of turning right. And flying the EasyPilot is something that she enjoyed doing, especially when I was around. The Interceptor comes with a pretty standard pistol grip receiver, where squeezing it is to go forward, and extending your index finger all the way forward makes it go in reverse. And it has a traditional steering wheel up top here. We also have a trim, and then our on-off switch, which does light up when we're powered on. Power on the pistol grip radio, we need 3 AA batteries. I found that my 14-year-old liked to go and get more speed. He liked to do these donuts or spin-outs. While my 9-year-old, she liked to go underneath things. She liked to get behind stuff, almost as though she was trying to sneak up on someone, even though we were downstairs all alone. The Lexan canopy does remove. We can pull it off if we were need to get inside. This is weight to help keep your front end down and make sure your steering gets some traction. You have the camera mount, which is adjustable via this screw. So if you wanted to mount the camera a little bit further back or a little bit further forward, you could do that. This little wire sticking out is your radio link to control the Interceptor, and this is for your video reception of the camera. Right here you can see we have a screw that secures down the camera mount. In our experience, we did find that it got the best traction on the cement in the unfinished part of the basement, and we found that the click lock tiles that we have throughout our basement in the finished section was a little bit bumpy, but it sure didn't stop them from having any fun. The runtime on the car will vary quite a bit. With my 14-year-old, I found I only got about 5 or 6 minutes, and with my 9-year-old, I found that we got closer to 10 or 11 minutes even.
And done.
So what did you think? Was it fun? Was it easy?
It was kind of fun and easy-ish.
Do you think you would drive it more?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be something you do after school for fun? Which
When
one?
you get here.
If you could only have one, would you rather have the car or the quad?
The car.
The car, because it's easier?
No, because it's really fun and I can go inside and steal your stuff.
Okay. What'd you think of the goggles? Are they comfortable?
Yeah, they're fine. Pretty good.
Which one would you prefer if you only had one?
The car.
The car? And the car, you'd prefer it because?
I can do some of those cooler tricks because they're much more easy to learn, but you're more inconsistent at them.
What are those cooler tricks?
Like quickly turning around and I don't
Spin
think...
outs.
Yeah. Donuts are pretty easy and stuff like that.
Okay.
Emax has also partnered with eSheen for another version sold at Banggood, and it's blue. These are both available now. There'll be a link down in the video description if you should choose to want to check out the pricing or maybe make a purchase for a loved one of your own. And even though both of my kids preferred the car, I think the car is a gateway for getting into flying. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or otherwise, please let me know in that section down below. I appreciate your time. And thanks for watching.
Hey, it's not upside down!
No, it's not upside down.
Yay!